Ladies first.
Okay, senior man's here. My name is Bob Elvick. I'm running for Lehigh County Commissioner in District 1, which is the northern half of the county. I've lived in Lehigh County since 1974. I graduated from Lehigh University with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. And I proceeded, once I came back to the Valley, to build businesses. I've been an entrepreneur. I've built 2 manufacturing businesses in the Lehigh Valley, small companies. Both of them were successful. One of them is still functioning today. So I'm a job creator. That's one of my skill sets. I've spent most of my time working and building jobs in the community, so I didn't spend a lot of time in politics and so forth. So I'm new at that game. But I did volunteer. I've been on the zoning board in Weisenberg Township for 15 years, gratis with no compensation. I've been volunteer for the American Red Cross, going out on calls, the fire calls. I've been on the the New Chipotle Fire Company as an active firefighter in the past. So those are my experiences in the Valley. Why I'm running for office? For 2 reasons. I want to give back to the community that nurtured all the businesses that I created and the 50 or so plus jobs that I created in the Valley. And secondly, I want to change the atmosphere in government today. It's terribly toxic, and I want to bring my business skills and my abilities to negotiate and work with the other side, try and come to reasonable solutions for the Valley. Thank you.
I got a coin.
Yes, my name is Dennis Pearson, Dennis Leroy Pearson on the ballot. I would like to point out to Mr. Armstrong that today I was at Phillipsburg Middle School, so I enjoyed the agony and necessity of being a middle school teacher. Although that's not my regular position. For the past 41 years, I've been president of the East Downtown Rittersville Neighborhood Association, dealing with all the issues related to neighborhood government. And in this situation, I got contact with the city of Allentown, got contact with Lehigh County, and everything that my neighborhood does. And therefore, one commitment I make to all of you is that as county commissioner, I will serve with the same dedication and commitment and common sense judgment as I did with my neighborhood in every community which my district serves. West Bethlehem, East Allentown, South Allentown, the First Ward, Fountain Hill, Catasauqua, and Hanover Township. This is a diverse district, basically urban, and I'll serve then and also be available for all citizens of the Lehigh County. I appreciate your vote, and again to Mr. Armstrong, I promised somebody I wouldn't say this, but among all candidates running for office, I'm the only one that actually had possession of a moon rock. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Marcelo Bonilla. You all should have these on your table. It's red, white, and blue. Says Bonilla for Lehigh County Commissioner. Has information about myself, so I'll keep it brief. So recently I've been called a career politician. I must be the youngest career politician at 26 years old, I gotta tell you. So I served 4 years on the Bethlehem School Board of Directors. During my time on the Bethlehem School Board of Directors, I oversaw, along with my fellow colleagues, a $250+ million budget. We oversaw the programs of the district. We oversaw the planning and the phasing in process of the new Nicher Middle School. I oversaw contract negotiations with several of our unions. I sat on the curriculum committee, facilities committee, human resources committee, and facilities committee. I was the chair of the curriculum committee. As chair of the curriculum committee, I also chaired a charter school charter school hearing, which unfortunately came up during my time as chair. So I had a book this thick, spent about 3-4 days going through legal documents and stuff like that. So I understand the time it takes to serve the people, the time it takes to be your voice, and the important job and responsibility it is when you are elected. In this race for Lehigh County Commissioner District 3, I am the only candidate with former elected experience. And that is very important. Because when you're a county commissioner, you're dealing with the budget, you're dealing with negotiations, you're dealing with programs where you're going to be asked, do you cut this program or do you raise taxes? I faced those challenges. I've dealt with them. I've had to work with my fellow board. My board was made up of 9 board members. I had to convince 4 other board members to agree with me to fund these different programs without cutting the programs or raising their taxes. I'm also the vice chair of the Bethlehem City Committee. Currently, I've done that for the last year. So what will I do if elected? I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to be your voice. But the other thing that's very important to point out is the elephant in the room. Our current commissioner who's leaving is going to be Dave Jones. Dave Jones is the only minority representative on county commission. If elected, I will be the first Latino ever elected to county commission in the state of Pennsylvania. It's not about race. It's not about race for me. And it's not about making history either. But it's about being a voice for those who are voiceless. It's about standing up for the minority community so that their voices are heard too. I am proud to have been endorsed by the Pennsylvania Democratic Latino Caucus. I'm the only one who has been endorsed by a union, the Teamsters Union, been endorsed by State Representative Dan McNeil, who represents most of the district. And on Friday, we'll be having a press conference where I'll also be endorsed by State Representative Steve Samuelson, who used to have majority of West Bethlehem, which is also in that district. So I ask you to continue to follow my campaign. My information is on the cards. We have a lot of information that we're going to be releasing in the next few weeks. Thank you.
I'm also a mother of 3, so I have a loud voice. Does anyone have any issue hearing me right now? No? All right. Okay, so I am also in this very hotly contested race. I will be very brief. What I can say is that I have started in my government experience advocating for the least and most vulnerable among us. I was a child abuse investigator for the state of New Jersey for a very, very long time. And while I was an investigator, I also was a shop steward. So when we look at the history that I have, which is over a decade in human services experience, working alongside the criminal justice system and the courts, that comprises 70% of the budget that we have here for Lehigh County. And that makes me unique in being able to make fiscally prudent decisions and to advocate for which programs need to continue to be funded. That is why I am proud to have the endorsement of our standing executor, Tom Muller, who is in the room, and also of Dan Hartzell, who is a sitting commissioner. Additionally, my campaign, I am not a career politician. I'll say that right now. I do apologize, so I might not be as polished as some. But my campaign was born out of my social activism. My activism for the LGBT community, my activism for the Latina community is one of the reasons why I have the endorsement of Olga Negron, who was the first person of Latin descent elected in Bethlehem at all. And for her to throw her support behind me in this race is very important. And in fact, Bethlehem has come out very strongly to support me, as their mayor, Bob Donchez, has also recently endorsed me as well. In terms of my political activism, I am someone who is bipartisan to the effect that I believe we need to be a bridge and we need to work on unity and bringing everyone together, because when all the minorities get together, we make up the majority. And that is why I'm proud to have the endorsement from the largest bipartisan progressive group in the Lehigh Valley for All. And also I was very critical in organizing the Women's March in DC. And that is why I have the Women's March on PA endorsement as well. I can't say that I've held elected office before, but I can say that I have worked out in the streets, and through all of my work, I have been an advocate. And that is what we need to remember. Because when we have a districted seat on the commission, knowledge is only half the battle. If you cannot get other people to agree with you and to respect you, if you cannot be persuasive and quick-witted enough to make your point, well then as a districted representative, you're effectively useless because your small town will be forgotten. And for a district like this, which comprises both parts of Bethlehem, which are split between Lehigh and Northampton County, and Allentown, which is also a little split, we can be forgotten. So it's important you have a strong advocacy and someone that knows how to advocate for the least among us. One of the things I want to say about what I want to do for the county, everyone knows that we have an opiate issue here in Lehigh County. It has touched every single family in Lehigh County. It doesn't matter whether you're in the suburban neighborhoods, the urban, opiate abuse is an issue. But no one seems to talk about a solution. Through my work, I am certified in substance abuse and all that from long ago. But through my work advocating for abuse, I have learned that the biggest determining factor in a successful recovery is continuity of care and having a new support system. And that's why I want to spearhead a project to create a substance abuse recovery clubhouse for Lehigh County. And that will enable people to get the care that they need, as well as provide a continuity within that care. Because what happens is we keep, the same people get arrested, unfortunately, because they have issues, not because they're bad people. But then we turn them out onto the same street with the same friends, and we expect different results from them. It's not fair. We need to do better. And Recovery Clubhouse can do that. Because unfortunately, the urge to use does not come within 10 minutes of your regularly scheduled AA meeting. It just doesn't. So a clubhouse like this will provide people a place to go to handle whatever they need, whether they need to talk it out if they have an issue, or whether they need to just keep their hands busy and shoot pool for 20 minutes to get through that urge. And we can do that with the resources already on the table, completely grant funded. So please, when it comes to May 16th, I would like you to consider me for your choice for Lehigh County Commissioner in District 3. We have 10,000 women running right now for office. But if we don't show up for them on May 16th, we do not have a chance to put them in office in November. So thank you very much, and thank you for letting me speak. And I will